PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code Cajun, all caps, CAJUN, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with another PWCC weekly auction number 105. We're going to knock out the top 48 cards today. We're going to start from the bottom. We're doing all basketball cards. Spoiler alert. Heavy Kobe Bryant emphasis on this one. Lots of Kobe's here. You're not going to believe it, but for the first time ever, we didn't see a LeBron or a Jordan in the top 6 highest selling cards. So a lot of variety, a lot of interesting stuff. Some of you guys who get sick of hearing me talk about Jordan, you're going to have fun today because there is hardly any Jordan influence on this one. We'll look a couple of them up. I think I've got about 15 of the 48 cards pulled up on Card Ladder. So as we always do, we'll check out recent comps and talk through it and just kind of prognosticate and ponder some of the results. So let's not waste any time. Let's get cranking. By the way, if you want to support the channel, first thing you can do, it's real easy. Hit the subscribe button. I implore you to do that. I bring you these PWCC weekly auctions consistently every single Monday, so I hope you guys enjoy that. The other way you can support the channel is consider buying and selling on this exact platform, PWCC. I am Cajun Cardboard is an affiliate partner with PWCC, and I'm starting to get a little more engagement and talking to some folks about buying and selling on the PWCC platform. So thank you to those who have looked into it and sent messages and asked questions and started to actually use the PWCC weekly and premier marketplace as a way to buy and sell sports cards and enjoy this hobby that we love. So let's get cranking. First card, number 48, 2018 Panini Flawless Trae Young Rookie Patch Auto. This one is serial number 215. It's a BGS 9.5. It is a minimum gem 2310 sale on that one. I've always loved this card because you don't see Atlanta wear these baby blue and red uniforms very often, but they are badass. It reminds me of the old Ballard High School days in Louisville, Kentucky when I was a kid growing up. Ballard High School, of course, a basketball powerhouse throughout history in Louisville, Kentucky, along with Trinity and St. X. Amongst others. 2022 National Treasures, Jeremy Sochan. Jeremy, I am not an effing point guard. Sochan is, I think, what his real name is. This is his, in National Treasures, true RPA. It is a PSA 10 for the autograph. So, gotta be one of the greatest Jeremy Sochan cards ever sold. I don't see it. I just don't see it with this dude. I know everybody seems to talk about him and they love him. I just think he sucks. I don't know what else to say about it. I just offended somebody who just bought a huge card for $2,400. I've watched the dude play. I just don't think he's any good at basketball. And the fact that they tried to play him at point guard was beyond laughable because I watched a bunch of Spurs games because Trey Jones is on my fantasy team. And of course, because I can't take my eyes off the freak, Victor Wembanyama. And I just don't see what people see about this guy. I don't see it. I mean, I know he kind of plays hard, but I just don't think he's any good. Next on the list is a guy I do think is really freaking good, but he's wearing a pajama jersey in this one. It's the 2023 Prism Draft Picks Gold, serial number 210. It is a BGS 9. It sells for $2,520. The Jolly Rancher John Morant 9.5 does $2,520. In the year 2021, this card once sold for $17.9 million. Go look it up. Now it's $2,520. Next to that, we've got, and of course, you know, we know Ja's out for the season. Well, he was out for the first 25 games, played a few, looked great. Memphis was talking about sneaking into the play-in, and then, of course, he had this shoulder injury, and now he's out for the season. So the Memphis Grizzlies are going to end up being one of the very worst teams in the entire NBA this season, no question about that. 2022 Bowman's Best University, Best of 22 autographs, green refractor, Victor Wembanyama. I can't believe they can fit all that on the label. They wouldn't be able to fit that on a PSA label, that's for damn sure. I can't keep track of all of the autograph cards for Victor Wembanyama. Maybe you guys can. This one is serial number 299. It's a BGS Pop 1 because it's a 9.510 for the autograph, $2,640. Ironically, that Victor Wembanyama card sells for almost the exact same price as an on-card autograph. I think it's on-card autograph of Kobe Bryant and Magic Johnson. So 2 of the 5 greatest Lakers that have ever lived by anybody's standards. The 2004 SP Signature Marquee Marks Magic and Kobe Auto, serial number to 100. It's a PSA 6. It's a Pop 3. It does $27.60. That's our hobby in a nutshell right there, those 2 cards. Selling for the same price. 1997 finest embossed Michael Jordan. There's a couple of different variations of this thing. There's a non-die cut. There's the finest embossed. This is not the refractor. This is not the GER, the gold embossed refractor serial number to 74. This is just the 97 finest embossed Michael Jordan number 154. Greening is commonly the problem with these cards. Excuse me, I'm still getting my breath back from the flu or COVID or Fluvid or whatever the hell I had for about 2 weeks. 3,120 for this sale. We're going to look it up. Let's check it out. Here it is. This is the card, the last 31 results. This one, of course, sold for 3,120. That's way up from the November, just 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 2,247. Before that, 2,850. Before that, 3,000. Before that, 1,260, 1,925. You're not going to see it. In fact, you're probably looking at, yep, that's going to be the embossed, gold embossed refractor. You're probably looking at the highest sale ever for this card. $3,120 last night on the PWCC Weekly number 105. So great sale there for the seller, and obviously an awesome pickup for the buyer because that's a super rare Jordan card. I think we clicked on that, and that's like a pop 29. What was that pop? Yeah, pop 29. There you go. In that card ladder sales history feature where you can check the pop immediately on these cards is absolutely invaluable, and it has been a tremendous resource and helped with my efficiency on curating this cross-country collection and integrating it and infusing it into my personal collection. 2020 LeBron James Kobe Tribute / Micro LeBron. This is the bronze. It is serial number to only 20. This PSA 9 does 3480. And then a blue superfractor, Tim Duncan PSA 8, does 3,480 from 2004 finest. Next, we have a Kobe Select in Flight. That PSA 9 does 3,600 autograph. And then a John Morant Gold Optic PSA 8.5. It's weird to see half grades on ultra modern cards. I got a couple of them back from PSA over the weekend. I think I got 300 Jordan PSA grades back. Really excited. I got 6 PSA 50 card PSA submissions back in 72 hours. So as you can imagine, I needed a napkin and my brain was about to explode. I actually got some really pleasing grades. I was pleasantly surprised with the grades overall. Certainly some inconsistencies and some questions about some of it, but overall it was I got great results. I'm super excited, and if you want to see those grade results, obviously I do a PSA grade reveal with every card I get back from PSA or BGS, good or bad. You're gonna see it, right? You're gonna get the truth here. So again, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and stay tuned over the next couple of weeks as those cards will start arriving here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I'll do a nice little grade reveal video with you guys, and I do them a little different. I actually talk through the values and the pops and where it does or doesn't fit into my PC, and then you'll also see I will sell those cards that I am not going to integrate into my personal Michael Jordan collection. So lots of Jordan stuff coming up in the next 2 weeks. 1969 Kareem PSA 7 does only 3,600. I've got it pulled up here. These are the last sales. You'll see it doesn't show, for some reason, this $3,600 sale last night does not show up in Card Ladder yet. You'll see the most recent one was January 17th. This PWCC Weekly number 105 actually ended last night, January 21st. So for whatever reason, it's not in here. But 3,600 last night is about on the number. You can see this one must have been an exception copy because it sold for $4,400 fixed price purchase on eBay, and these other 7s are 36, 33, 34, 38, something like that. But again, vintage, not immune from this market reset and recalibration we've been experiencing over the last 2 years. This is that PSA 7 Kareem. PSA 7 Kareem's a great card. I mean, that's kind of the foundational grade, the blue collar grade. If you're a vintage collector and you want to put a Kareem in your collection, if you want to jump this thing up to a PSA 8, your pop is going to go down to 173, and you're talking about a BMW. Or a used BMW at the very least. You're talking about a $20,000 or $30,000 card. So from 7 to 8 where you really take the jump with the 69 Tall Boy Alcindor. So about what we expected last night with a $3,600 sale. That's a pretty good looking card to me. I'm no vintage expert. We're going to look this one up because I love this card. I have the BGS 9.5 copy of this. This is the 2013 Prism Giannis Light Blue die cut. These are serial number to 199 copies. These things are just vibrant and vivid, and I love it. I love this card. It doesn't get tons of love. This one last night sells for $3,720. I've got it pulled up right here. It's only a pop 19, okay? Down 70% over the last 2 years. It's obviously settled down a little bit over the last 6 months. It's about flat. The last one sold in December for $31.27. This one's not in here yet. This one jumps all the way up to $37.20. So a great result there for the seller. A nice consistent uptick from the last comp. So something to keep in mind with Giannis Prism Color rookies. Not that I have any dog in that hunt, right? Not that I'm biased or anything, considering I try to do my best to collect a poor man's Giannis Colored Prism Rookie Rainbow in BGS 9.5. The 2004 finest Green X-Fractor Kobe Bryant, serial numbered to only 19. This is a pop 5 card. That's a rare card, $37.20. And then a Kobe Canvas Creations autograph from Impeccable, serial numbered to 15. BGS 8.5 does $3,840. We've got not the gold fast break, not the gold monopoly, but the gold shimmer. So lots of gold options out there in the world now. If you're a Prism or a Select or an Optic collector, gold serial number to 10 was just too good, so we had to print 850 freaking billion different types of gold to trick people and confuse people who don't understand math to make it seem like those are just as meaningful. But we know the true gold's the one that's got the most meaning and the most value. The hobby has spoken on that topic. But this premium gold shimmer from Prism, this is a serial number to only 10, and it is John Morant's rookie card. Sells for $4,080. We've got the true RPA for, this is the gold parallel RPA for the aforementioned Trae Young, who's he might get snubbed for this All-Star team, and I think he's averaging like 28 and 11 or something crazy like that. The Hawks suck, and everybody knows it, but not because of Trae Young. Trae Young's put up all-star caliber numbers, but he's going to lose out to somebody like a Porzingis or the second or third best player on another team with a better record, or Jaylen Brown or somebody like that, or God forbid, Jared Allen or something ridiculous. Trae Young deserves to be in the All-Star game. It's not his fault. His team sucks. $4,080 for this Pop 1, none graded higher. And to be fair, I don't own a Trae Young card, so it's not like I'm hyping Trae Young. 2012 Fleer Retro Essential Credentials Future College Throwback Retro Credentials Thingy, serial number to 42, James Worthy number. BGS 9.5, Pop 7 does $4,080. I've got a 1-of-1 Carmelo from the Exquisite product. Really good looking black Exquisite collection. 1-of-1 does $4,080. And then a Kobe Select Signatures Gold Prism PSA 9. This is serial number to only 10. It does $4,200. An SGC 5.5 Wilt with a PWCC 30% eye appeal sticker does $4,200. Dual autograph Kobe and Barkley. Interesting pairing there. BGS 810 for the auto. Guess what, math dorks? It's serial number 2, number 8. What a coincidence. That's Kobe Bryant's number. That one's going to catch a premium. This BGS 810 for the autograph does $4,320 right there with 2 surefire top 20 players of all time. Autograph on card. Pretty cool card right there. Right next to it, speaking of pretty cool cards, I love this, man. The Prism colors from 2015 are pretty tough to come by. This is a guy named Nikola Jokic. He rides little buggies with horses during the offseason. He doesn't give a damn about the spotlight. He's a selfless teammate. He dominates games sometimes by not even scoring the basketball, just by manipulating the game. His gravity is as high as any player in the NBA not named Steph Curry. And this 2015 orange, serial number to only 65, PSA 9, does $4,320. I've got this bad boy pulled up somewhere. I thought, yeah, there it is. So this is that PSA 9. It's a Pop 16. Looking at the Pop report, let's see, there's 12 PSA 10s out there. Those are big boy cards, about a 4 to 5 to 1 ratio over the PSA 9s. Remember, these are serial number to 65, and 55 have been graded, so yeah, there's some crack and resubs in there. But this card is up 6.81%. The last one sold for $39.68, and this one last night sells for $43.20. So up from the last sale. Let's go back and look at it again. Up from the last sale. What did we say? $43.80. So yeah, not quite as high as this August sale, but still, it's going to be up there. That's a good looking card. Anytime you can grab, the 2-time MVP, possibly 3-time MVP. Let's see what happens this year. Embiid's having a great year. Giannis having a great year. Tatum's having an okay year, but getting a lot of hype. We'll see what happens with that MVP voting. SGA is sneaking in that conversation. God, it's really early to be talking about MVP. $43.20 for the Joker. 5.5 Wilt, that half grade, $44.40. I've got the PSA 5 pulled up.
PSA 5 last sold for $3,840. The last PSA 5 here sold for $5,250. So I think that's a good pickup here, picking this 5.5 up for $4,440. Not a bad pickup right there. We've got the Impeccable True RPA. I like this product. It's sort of like the poor man's Flawless, Immaculate, and National Treasures. It's a notch below. Obviously, value is going to be significantly below those, but they're great looking cards. They're super thick. They've got a nice texture on it. This is a 3-color patch. I'm not going to say it. This is a 3-color patch. Really good looking card. I like the artwork on the card. I just really like this card. It's a 9.5. I'm sure it's got a 10 for the auto, but we'll click it just to make sure. There you go. There's your proof. 10 for the auto. Sells for $4,800. I've got it pulled up here. The last one sold for $5,150, $5,400, $8,350, $10,000, $11,000, almost $12,000. So over the last, how many sales is that? 7 sales, 8 sales now. It is going down every single time. I love this pickup last night. It's a pop 34. Again, it's serial numbered to only 99 and sold again, down again. Doncic continuing to drop, 4,800. He's going to make the All-Star team. He's going to be All-NBA once again. I don't know if they have enough to do it. If I hear one more person sweat Derek Lively's nuts, I'm going to throw up in my mouth. I'm so sick of hearing about how great Derek Lively is. They're like, he's the next Tyson Chandler. I was like, well, Tyson Chandler wasn't great. He was a pretty good pro, but damn, he wasn't great, But people love the Derek Lively thing, and they love to talk about how he's the difference and he's going to take them to the promised land. I got bad news. He's not. He's Jared Allen 2.0. 2020 Tyrese Maxey, 1 of 1 Kentucky jersey. So this is his college, but really good looking card. PSA 10, only a 9 for the auto, 4,920 for that Maxey. And then the 2018 Trae Young Contenders Gold Auto 10 does 4,920. We've got a dual autograph Jordan and Rodman, 5,040. And then a really cool Pop 6 Keegan Murray Prism rookie card. This is the real rookie card, the real gold. Serial number to 10, PSA 10, Pop 6, does 5,160. I've got it pulled up. That is the highest that card has ever sold for in the history of the world. So congratulations, Keegan Murray, 5,160 record-setting sale there for the third fiddle over in, well, really fourth fiddle. Third or fourth fiddle, depending on how you feel about Malik Monk over in Sacramento, but a lot of great potential there. I think he's got a nice long career ahead of him. 2009, I don't even know what this product is. Panini Classics. Obviously it's been discontinued. Serial number to 499. Autograph. He's Steph Curry. I can't tell, but that's his Golden State uniform right there. 5,160 for that BGS 9.5 auto. Triple autograph. Bird Magic and Doc. 5,160. That's a PSA 7 with a 10 for the auto. Great looking card there. Horizontal Zion. Serial number to 5. Patch auto does 5,280. Good looking patch. Never seen this card in my life, which is really rare. I rarely talk about Steph Curry cards, but I'll talk about this one because it's unique. It's different, right? You don't see it very often. Speaking of discontinued product lines, the 2009 Timeless Treasures Apprentice Laundry Steph Curry rookie patch, 1 of 1. No auto, just patch, $5,280. That speaks volumes for how cards that you don't see every day can do really well on open auction. Let's talk about this 2005 Finest Gold Refractor Kobe serial number 239. I warned y'all there was going to be a heavy Kobe flavor here, and I'm a man of my word. This is a absolutely mesmerizing, beautiful, gorgeous card. I love 2005 Finest Refractors, all the different colors, the reds, the greens, especially the golds, especially Laker gold. 5,280 for this BGS 9.5 Min Gem. I know I've got that pulled up. There it is, right there, 5,280. So way up, right, from the last sale about 10 months ago, but still way down from the sale about 22 months ago in April of 2022. So 5,280. It's been sold 4 times in this particular grade. It's trying to work its way back. This is a good sign and a good step in the right direction for all those Kobe collectors out there. 2004 Finest, another black X-Fractor. This is serial number to an arbitrary and only 9. That is a really low serial number. It's a black X-Fractor. The word X-Fractor is kind of sexy and exciting in the hobby. At least it is for me. Superfractor, X-Fractor. Those words are kind of cool. PSA Pop 2. Only 1 PSA 10 in existence. 5520 for that card. Which of these 2 Kobe cards are you taking if you had to choose one? The lower grade
X-Fractor, the gold refractor. There's a lot of things going for both of these cards. I mean, these are both just really good looking cards. A 1986 Star Jordan. This is from the 86 Jordan Star subset, which is all 10 Jordan cards. The team bag consisted of 1 through 10 all Jordan cards. Card number 1 is the checklist, and it's got Michael Jordan and his some of his Jumpman apparel, his Nike apparel early on in the early years. This does 5,520 in a BGS 9.5 slab. Really tough card right there. And then we've got the 2009 Steph Curry Topps base card in a PSA 10, card number 321. I've got that pulled up. There's your Steph Curry over the last 6 months, down 20% for this PSA 10 paper card. It's a pop 369. The last one did 6,000, which was way down from 6,800, and this one does even less, 5,640. So going back to that graph, am I crazy here? Okay, so it's been lower. It's gotten down to 5,000, almost on the nose, $5,001. Great bid there. So this will be about the third lowest this card has sold for in the last 6 months over the last 18 sales. So a sinking ship right there for the time being. Are we near the bottom? I don't know. You guys can weigh in the comments. 1-1 autograph LeBron James from Upper Deck Reflections in 2005 does 5,640. Seems low for a LeBron James 1-of-1 autograph. 5,640. Interesting. Here's a card I really like. You guys know I don't collect Kobe very often. I don't collect Kobe. I don't kind of make content about Kobe very often, but I really like this particular parallel. This is the precursor to the precious metal gems that would appear in the first Metal Universe product in 1997. This is called the 1996 Fleer Metal Precious Metal parallel. So not precious metal gem, just precious metal. But these suckers are very few and far between, very tough to find. The PSA 10 takes it into a whole nother stratosphere of rare and collectible. This card sold for $7,800 last night. That's down from the last two sales of $8,600 and $8,426. This is a pop, wait for it, 24 Kobe Bryant card, down 53% over the last 2 years. This card was as high as $18,000 in February. The all-time list, the highest it's ever sold for is, are you sitting down for this? $40,590 in, wait for it, the year 2021. Surprise, surprise. It actually went back to back $40,000 sales. And now we're looking at the card for $7,800. As a long-term collector, as a long-term hold, if you're investing in sports cards, I don't hate you for it, right? I think that's a great pickup. Or if you're just a Kobe Bryant, passionate Kobe Bryant collector, and you're looking to put a really important Kobe Bryant low pop 24 card in your PC in pristine PSA 10 gem mint condition, I think you just got it at a really good price in comparison to the historical context. I think we've got to be about as low as you can get on that card. That's a really cool card. Horizontal Ja Morant serial number to 10, gold flawless patch auto. This is a 1010, $8,100. How much would this card have sold for in 2021? Fill in the blanks, name your price. It probably would have done it. An authentic Topps Chrome gold refractor. Of course, this is a Kobe Bryant card, but extra value is brought to the card because of the defender pictured in the card. Of course, LeBron James checking Kobe back in 2008. $8,100 for that PSA authentic card. And then the next card we're going to look up is the fake PMG. It's a 2008, I shouldn't say fake, retro PMG, sorry. The 2008 Skybox Metal Universe Precious Metal Gems Red. These were serial numbered to only 50, so rarer, more rare. Is rarer, rarest, rare, more rarest. PMG Red. It is serial numbered to only 50. These cards are miserable condition-wise. Miserable. I don't know what. It looks to me like it's all screwed up on the condition, but it got a 10 for the surface, for God's sakes. But I don't know if it's supposed to have all these blemishes over here. Like if you zoom in and you look at these borders, I don't know if that's supposed to be there or not. I can't tell, man. I just don't know enough about the card because it doesn't particularly interest me. I'm more of a original kind of guy. But this retro does $8,400. I've got it pulled up. That is, I think, yeah, so that's $8,400. At one point, it sold for $21,600, and I think it's the exact same card. So somebody took a massive bath on that card. It is up, from the last few sales, but those were not BGS 9s. If we plug in BGS 9 here,
You know, 8,400 is been down. So if we go back to the year again, here we go, 2021. 21,000, 18,000, 10,000, 9,600, 8,400. So certainly spiraling downward there. Where is the bottom? Somebody weigh in the comments and let us know. I don't know what just happened here, but I seem to have lost my pictures. Try again. There they are. 1996 Skybox Z-Force Z-Pete Zabue PSA 10 Kobe does 8,700, and then a Zion Williamson True RPA PSA 7 does 9,300. Again, Zion and Ja have seen better days as far as their card prices go, namely 2021, like most of the other ultramodern players. And then the 2020 Cracked Ice Anthony Edwards serial number 225 BGS 9.5 Gem Plus with a 10 for the auto, pop 8, it does 11,400. That's a banger of a card for somebody who is hot as a firecracker. The card's actually down, believe it or not, from the November sale. So down a couple of times in a row. It peaked at about 15,000 in September of 2023, and it's sold 4 times in the last 4 months, which is pretty rare. 5 months, I'd say. 15,000, 11,900, 11,850, 11,400. So not an appreciably lower sale price, but shocked that he's not picking up steam a little bit as they're number 1 in the West, and they don't seem to be slowing down, and they seem to have unlocked this we're going to do it differently with Twin Towers type game plan that's kind of baffling other teams. We'll see how they make do in the playoffs. Karl Towns has had his issues in the playoffs, and we'll see if Anthony Edwards is the man, if he's ready for it. 1998 Skybox Premium, Paul Pierce, Star Rubies, PSA 10. You are looking at, sells for $12,000. It's a pop one, obviously. Sells for $12,000. Identify yourself if you are the buyer of this card or the seller of this card, because you are the buyer/seller of the highest priced Paul Pierce card in history in a public auction setting. And let me show you how I came to that conclusion. I'm just searching Paul Pierce, and I've got it sorted by price. And the 2 highest selling Paul Pierce cards are not Paul Pierce cards. It's this Logo Man autograph deal with Kevin Garnett on the card, and then the next one is Paul Pierce, Reggie Miller, and Ray Allen Logo Man, triple Logo Man dealie that sold for $28,800. So this card right here that sold last night for $12,000 is not even really close, by far the highest selling solo Paul Pierce card of all time. The closest to that was $8,400. That's not really that close. So this is, you're looking at the highest selling Paul Pierce card in the history of the hobby. So unless somebody states something otherwise in the comments, and maybe I missed something, maybe Card Ladder missed something, right? I just call it like I see it and read what I see when I plug the data in. I don't think I made a mistake. I spelled Pierce right. I'm looking at the highest selling individual Paul Pierce card of all time. And right next to that, we've got a monster. It's a 1996 scoreboard, which was kind of a crappy little product from the mid-90s. They kind of took advantage of the Kobe Bryant era right there and printed a crap load of Kobe and Iverson and Nash and Ray Allen cards. But this is a unique one because it is actually serial number 325. It's Kobe in his Lower Merion practice jersey. He's dunking the ball. It's a great photo. It's also on card. It's hand serial number 325, the way God intended and the way Cajun endorses. $13,200 for that Kobe card. I've looked it up, and this is what I've found. That's quite up from the last one, but the last one was a PSA 9. It's just tough to find a PSA 10, and the reason why is it's a pop 4. And so if you've got it, you're probably not selling it. But $13,200 for that Kobe Bryant card is, I think, the highest price ever paid for that card. Let's see. Nope, I lied. The other PSA 10 cards have sold for one more has sold for $17,877 back in 2020. So second highest price ever paid for that card. And then the big winner, right? Another Kobe Bryant card. Like I said, there's no Jordans in the top 6. It's Kobe, Pierce, Anthony Edwards, Zion, and Kobe. So heavy Kobe flavor. Some real big Kobe cards in this auction. If you're a Kobe Bryant collector, you got to be having fun watching this video. The Team Skybox Star Rubies, which is near and dear to my heart, not so much the Kobe, but the Jordan. This one sells for $17,400. I think it was a great pickup at a great price. I know the $17,400 is a lot, but let me show you why I'm thinking that. Here are the 1997 Star Rubies Kobe Bryant's dated, in date sold, right? Regardless of grade. So this 5.5 sold for $20,000 less than a PSA 6. I'm not a gambler. Well, I kind of am, but I'm not going to gamble on this. But if I was a gambler, if you crack this BGS 5.5 and submit it to PSA, I think there's a decent chance PSA would give you a 5 with an outside chance that PSA would give you a 6. If PSA gave you a 6 and the last 6 sold just 3 months ago for $37,820, that is $20,400.20, $20,420 more than this sale, while you've got some margin on your hands, right? You can make a nice little flip right there. I'm not saying the buyer's a flipper. I'm just saying if I was a gambling man and I don't care about Kobe, I would crack the BGS 5.5 and take my chances with PSA. You've seen some really, really big sales of this card. If we sort this card by price, regardless of grade, this is a card that sold as high as $46,000 back in 2021 in a PSA 8. So $37,820 for a PSA 6. I mean, that's a big old sale right there. So there's a little bit of margin if you can get somebody to work off the last comp and you can get some positive results from PSA. Not that the person who bought it's going to flip it. I'm not saying that. It's a great card nonetheless. And it's also, remember, serial number 50 out of 50, which makes some math nerds extremely tingly in their nether region. And so 50-50 matters to some people. 1 of 50 matters. 8 of 50 obviously would matter. 24 of 50 would matter for the Kobe cards. You know, that's kind of the numbers, the numerators you're looking for whatever reason. 50-50, I don't know why that would really matter. It wouldn't matter to me. Neither would 1 of 50. Jersey number, I can see the argument, but I hate paying the premium for that. But let me know in the comments if I'm the crazy one here. But let's do the recap here. This is interesting, y'all. Kobe, Pierce, Anthony Edwards, Zion, Kobe. Then you get to the first Jordan at card number 7. I can't remember the last time Jordan or LeBron was not in the top 3 or 4. Then we go Kobe, and then we go Ja Morant again, and then we go Kobe, LeBron, Steph. So you got to get way the hell down there to get to that second Jordan. This is an interesting result, an interesting auction. Maybe it's because, are you ready for this? I'm breaking some news here. Jordan month is coming up at PWCC. I will let them get into more details, but just stay tuned. Tune in. Go follow PWCC Marketplace on Instagram. Go follow Cajun Cardboard on Instagram. There will be much more about it coming soon. The month of February is going to be Jordan month. There is going to be a heavy emphasis on Michael Jordan cards being sold in the weekly and premier auctions. Yours truly, hand raised. There's going to be a Cajun Cardboard filter. There's going to be with specifically my cards listed in the weekly auction that's going to be ending number 109, weekly auction ending February 18th, the night of Sunday, February 18th. So you'll see a lot of low-end budget cards, cheap cards. I'm talking $12 cards all the way up to almost 5-figure cards, right? So you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff. Don't worry, I'm not getting out of collecting Jordans. These are duplicates. These are cards that I already own in a higher grade that I've decided to move a little bit. And we're going to put them in a Cajun Cardboard collection filter on the PWCC Weekly. So when you search cards, you'll have a little filter over there on the left, and you can search for the Cajun Cardboard cards that are for sale as well. A lot of them did come from this cross-country collection that you guys have been watching me go through. So you will see a lot of very fresh, new PSA labels, which is going to be really fun and exciting. I'm excited for it. In addition, in that weekly auction, you're going to see hierarchy tiers. If you guys follow my channel, if you know my brand, if you've watched me on Instagram, the Michael Jordan Hierarchy Project, you're going to see in the weekly, you're going to see tier 3 and tier 4. In those filters, you're going to see Michael Jordan cards that fit in tier 3 and tier 4 of the Michael Jordan Hierarchy Project that I put together. So a lot of fun stuff, a lot of exciting stuff coming up soon, specifically in the Jordan world, but with PWCC in general, there's some big news, some big announcements coming very soon that you guys will just have to stay tuned and wait for, but positive things going on at PWCC. I'm proud and happy to be an affiliate partner of PWCC. I get messages all the time. Somebody the other day sent me a message asking me specifically about something that they read on the PWCC website. I answered their question. The next day, I got another question about a PWCC policy. I didn't know the answer to the question. So what did I do? I put them in touch with a rep at PWCC that could answer their question, because I'm never going to guess. It's one thing I learned about law school is when you start guessing, you get into trouble. So you guys always feel free to message me anything about PWCC. If I know the answer, I give it to you. If I don't know the answer, I'll put you in touch with somebody that does. But if you guys are interested in the PWCC marketplace, buying or selling, do me a favor, check out my YouTube description. Selling and vaulting cards on PWCC is awesome, and it's real easy to do, and support the channel by using the promo code Cajun, all caps, CAJUN. If you're buying, it's a little trickier. Make sure you go into my YouTube description, click on the affiliate link, and then everything that you buy through that click on the affiliate link, whether it's weekly or premier, a little chunk of the PWCC money will go to support the Cajun Cardboard channel, so I can keep doing what I do for you guys and not charge a subscription fee, not create a Patreon, not take the YouTube money and put all the ads in here, and I can do it nice and clean and with 100% hobby content consistently the way that you guys like it. Thank you guys for watching again. I hope you guys have a great week. If you're watching this on a Monday, I usually let these go early in the morning on Mondays so you guys can keep your finger on the pulse of the hobby. This should be a great week in the hobby. We're seeing some interesting stuff going on with cards. Some of these Kobe's and Paul Pierce's in this auction specifically. But thank you guys for watching again. Keep collecting. Have a great week in the hobby, and peace.